keep on practicing. It seems to benefit my students. So I thought if they don't have the time to meditate and practice, I should practice and meditate. That's what I do. But I think, how many of you can ever say, I am the most joyful person, I'm the most fulfilled person? I haven't found. I can say that. I am most fulfilled human being because I have no need for money or power or possession. Every day I'm thinking how fortunate I am. I come to Dublin, they can give a nice food and put me up a nice room. Everywhere I go, I always say, I have never heard of Lama dying of starvation. See? So people say, what is your old age sort of pension? I have no pension. The more older I get, the more happy I should be. And also I always be very, very practical. I never indulge on food or take more than I need. So after lunch nowadays, even I have this blood sugar. They said, you have to eat 6 meals a day or you're going to this, that. But I stopped eating anything after lunch and I am still alive. I seem to be all right. I wake up in the morning, much more better feeling than ever before. So my needs are very, very small. So I feel whatever country I go, I will survive. But my wealth is my joy. My commitment is to help. So when I find that I'm able to help wherever I go, then that's my joy. See? They tell you enough stories about me. So you could be very, very bad person, because once they said to me, one Lama said to in 1970s, no Tibetan person should be like me. I was so bad. I was running, smoking, drinking, and all the things I've done wrong. So I built such a reputation. They says, no Tibetan person should be like him. And then after my 12 years of retreat, all the practice I've done, my reputation has improved. So now they says, everybody should be like him. So if you want to change yourself as a retreat, and working with your mind is the solution. Monkeys. Lucas. Oh, he's happy. This guy is happy. Oh, he's going to be happy. Oh, he gets hurt. Okay. Any more questions, or we should stop it?
Can I just ask you, how many hours sleep do you need a night?
According to Malarepa, he said you don't need any sleep. But because of this dark retreat, my sleep is completely broke down. So even as trying to sleep, every 1 hour I wake up. So when you wake up, positive mind think, oh, this is what you're supposed to be doing. So I never allow it to make me to feel bad. So I sleep even if 12 in the midnight, and I'm still wake up 1 o'clock. So everything has changed, the whole thing through the dark retreat. Made it impossible to sleep. Normal sleep is gone. Yeah.
You're still healthy and good.
When I feel very tired, I can meditate. If I'm able to meditate 1 hour or 30 minutes, I'm recovered all my energy. See?
Really?
Yeah. So I feel, when I teach, I feel confident because I am going through this experience. Most of you know meditation is how difficult. 15 minutes, body pain, mind pain. I went through this. When I started meditating, I couldn't meditate more than 15 minutes. And actually I was quite upset with some of the old lamas. I'm thinking, why do they sit so many hours there and I'm going through all this pain? But now I can joyfully go and sit. When I go into like puja 3 hours, 4 hours, I am completely mindful. My mind is completely engaging, so this gives me this energy and joy. See, like my sugar level I start with this penicillin injection, and then when you put that, then every time it goes down, you're almost going to fall apart. And I was in the retreat, I decided this Lama is not going to die with this influence of this penicillin. He is going to die with the normal way, and I chucked up the injection. I didn't take any injection. I said, I don't want to die with putting a lot of needles. And because this thing brings down the sugar so fast, and if you don't eat something, then you really get wobbly. So then I gradually, even a doctor didn't like me very much. One is very highly specialized diabetic doctor, he won't even see me because I don't listen to him anymore. But I'm thinking I have my own way of dealing my problem. I never go there moaning there's something wrong with me. I always say, hello doctor, how are you? It's not like opposite, it looks like I'm the doctor, he's the patient. So somebody says, how can they treat you? Because you're so there, cheerful, and hello doctor, how are you? Shake hand, I'm all right. Then there you are, see. So all is in the mind. Say, people who have a cancer, they think, I have a cancer. Doctor told me I have cancer, I'm sick, I'm unhappy. You talk nothing but I have a cancer, you think nothing but I have a cancer. You create that cancer. If you want to behave like Lama, forget about what the doctor says. Not even allow this thought going back to the cancer. There will not be any more cancer. It's the same as if you're itching. If you do this, it gets worse. If you're itching, you stop doing this and it will be gone. So if any of you want to be cured by any of this method, stop worrying about what's wrong with me. My method, see. But I don't escape. I mean, every time I come here, Dr. Brown always take me to the doctor. He's complaining, saying I'm very bad. Don't measure my the blood sugar level. And doctor says you have to do this, you have to do this. Everybody says it's a very wrong thing for me to stop eating after noon. They always say you have to have eating 6 times. I want 6 times of meditation, not 6 times of eating. See? So that's why I stop sort of eating. Mind. Good. Any more?
Yeshe, would you please be so kind as to speak to us a little about your relationship with the 16th Karmapa and how it influenced your spiritual life?
Yes. I think I must have been in many ways very, very fortunate because being brother to Akung Rinpoche, when we came to India, I was sent to a Tibetan school called Tibetan Administration course. And I was supposed to be becoming either private secretary to Dalai Lama or working for the Tibetan exile government. But I have met His Holiness 16th Karmapa in Delhi. His word was, don't waste your time and come to Rumtek. Somehow there was this connection, see. When I saw him, I was shivering. I was thinking, he reads my mind. He reads my mind. So I can't think anything wrong. And I can't say no to him. So I was completely unable to say no to him. So I followed his advice. I went to Rumtek. Rumtek, he has all these 4 regions, High Lamas, all studying, Jambu Rinpoche, Siddha Rinpoche, Shamma Rinpoche, all studying. They were young. And he almost giving me the same opportunity. He said, go down to Thang Rinpoche, ask him to teach you the 4 foundations. While they're studying, there is we call a relics room where artifacts from Telopa, Naropa, Mapa, Malagampupa, everything. Most holiest room. He said, I should do my prostration there. Because I was stupid, I was naive, never appreciating his kindness, all I was thinking is how to escape from this place. So I was thinking. So one year he was invited to Bhutan. the Kamapa. And most of the people went with him. And he left his 3 nephews, myself, to look after Runteng Monastery. And when Tumba Rinpoche came, I said, please help me to escape from this place. So I went to Delhi. I was so fortunate. He was staying with the Canadian High Commission. I used their facility to get my passport so easy once you are staying there. For normal Tibetans take years to get any passport or document. Canadian High Commissioner was a very, very generous human being. So I got my visa, everything sorted out within a few months. I came to England. When I was staying with my brother and Chujam Tungba in the Samiling, that time it was very crazy place. Very famous movie actors, wealthy people come there. But this place was totally filthy. And I thought, I'm not going to be part of these crazy, filthy people. For 5 whole years, I never ever went one day in the frame. Then 74, my brother says, Kamapa is coming through London to go to America. Must be my Kama again. I said, find out all his itinerary and get me air ticket, I'll go with him. Kamapa was sort of nodding, saying, okay. So I met him there. As soon as I went there, then he said, now you're going to be working for me. So then I went traveling with Kamapa 74, everywhere, America, Canada, Vancouver. We actually need the governor there in Vancouver. We went to Calgary, we went to Toronto. Toronto, then he said we will go to Niagara Falls, American side. So this wealthy Chinese person came up and said, I'll offer you 300 acres land on upstate New York. And if you start a center, so Kamapa said, you're going to stay here. So again, I could not say no. So I was stuck there. So my brother says, you never actually managed to help yourself. How in the world are you going to take such a big responsibility repressing the Kamapa? Somehow comically, I said I could not say no to Kamapa. So when I stayed there, and then I was a person with Lama Tenzin, we started to find that Woodstock place. I am the one who actually signed, become secretary treasurer for Kamati. We built the temple in 1980, then Kamapa gave me the Jambu Rinpoche and the 9 High Lamas, the highest ordination. So I built a retreat place there. My devotion to Kamapa is unshakable. He told me, now you come with me to Washington. Because he was going to go to Washington. He was guest of some senator there. After that, they says, now go back to your retreat. And then when I had 1 year time, Kamapa was very sick and my passed away in hospital. I had like $15,000 in the bank, a lot of wealth. I sent everything to him up there with the Kempukata Rinpoche. And the Kamapa said, if you want to send me everything, why didn't he send me his favorite bed? I forgot to think that way. When I went to retreat, I made a very fancy bed for myself. So he even sees, so I know, so from there then, Kamapa is alive for me all the time. Even he passed away all these many years. Me, Kamapa is with me all the time. Like he is the one who saved me. Without Kamapa, I don't think anybody could have actually managed to help myself. I was going the wrong direction so far. So you do need the right teacher so that this teacher knows you and who's willing to help you. So it's like once you're hooked, you're hooked. They won't let go. Okay? Thank you. I think I said too many things now. Thank you for coming, and I always say, I say many things, whatever I think is right, and whatever I think is useful. If there's any useful thing I have said to you, take home as my offering to you. And if I say anything wrong, you think this is a really bad Lama, he doesn't know what he's talking, don't waste your time and energy, just leave it here. It's like you sit in the grass, dust land on your clothes, you shake your clothes. You never take the dust home. Just like this, coming to Lama's teaching means if it's useful, take home and trying to remember how you can benefit. And if I say something wrong or you don't agree, don't waste your energy thinking how could he say and why not this way, why not that way. You have too many of this already, so you don't need my added one, so you drop. Yes, dancing. Yes, okay. Bye. Thank you.
So, if any of you, we did actually order quite a lot of these books that Lama Yeshe Rinpoche has written, Living Dharma, but they didn't actually arrive. But it has a lot of details about his life, those of you who are interested in his life, about his whole story, etc. But some of them are available in the shop if you want to have a look there. So I'm just going to hold over to John. Thank you very much, Rinpoche.
Hello everyone. We're going to take a short break, about 10 minutes, and there's just time to get more raffle tickets because of the great prizes available, which are one night at the Hilton for two with bread and breakfast, workshop at Christmas Centre, and then acupuncture, massage treatments, book vouchers, etc. We're going to have the raffle draw after the auction. So 10 minutes time, we get started again. Okay, thank you. Tickets. Good.
Sorry? Still good chance. I'm actually partway through it at the minute. My auntie is one of Lama Yeshe's students. She's part of the Sangha over there. And at Christmas she was over, she bought it for herself. And she realised that I was hard treasured in that one too. She sort of realised that, and